do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Terrapins will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Crosses the 30, breaks into the open. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On the run, it's Tyson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Here we go. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
He was open. He had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it,
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in for a touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes. So really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Maryland's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they blank on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Washington. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Terrapins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On the option. Leaves it with the back. Across the 35. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
They'll send the back in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Washington. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. There he goes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Toss to the outside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
He makes the catch. Oh, I'm out of space. You want to talk about ending the first quarter on a bang. A huge chunk play before they finally get him out of bounds to end the first quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. See how the D reacts. They're going to run it. Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
To attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. They get enough rush, And it pays off, the sack at the 20.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Terrapins want to move quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 35. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and 4. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They bring it down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Fleming. They got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ray.
Defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Quick step and go. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the turn after big play up top. And the Terrapins have it with a first and goal.
Black 14! Black 14!
Trying to bullet their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum, so next week we play a little bit better football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's go.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal.
Set. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Rushes on him. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room.
Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. The offense changing the play.
Music no.
On the ground, it's Tyson. Made a defender miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
A strike downfield. They'll move chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here comes the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll run the option. The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Cooler.
Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Tyson. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Plucks it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Under fire. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half.
Let's go. Let's go. Break.
To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Williamson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
22, water.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, a first half turnover and swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here we go. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Washington. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Ray. Can't get him to the ground. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, bad. Every time it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like
on the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll try it over the left side. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the...
Breaks into the open. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He'll throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Offense now working in the red zone. He might want another play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the end zone. Velcro on the hands, and it's a touchdown.
And a really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way
What's
from
up, G?
closing this out. They are up by just one over Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Quick completion on the out. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They'll try to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line.
What's up, G?
Able to stop him right there.
I'm up. They're trying to get this dub.
They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own
I pretty much got this dub, but
down in the backfield.
trying to hurry this motherfucker up so I can be ready for the offseason.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Running hard.
Which done is he, man?
6 yards out to the 26.
Oh, okay.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally,
So you gonna have to quit the dynasty, man?
positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over.
How many you in?
They thought they had a good plan.
Hey, you got one more than me. I'm at 4. I'm in 24 hours.
Really good field position. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Terrapins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain.
Shit, I gotta work this weekend. I mean, it's gonna be other weekends. Well, ain't nobody gonna be there.
They made a play. They gave up nothing for that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Maryland!
Boy, the computer gonna make a game out of anything.
This did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The one on 280.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return?
It be people in there.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of
What they got closed down for then? What you be doing when you smoke cigars and stuff? I used to get my when I first started, first bought my hookah. I used to go there all the time to get my like my hookah flavors and stuff. And then they stopped selling them. Yeah, this was probably about in 2025, probably about 2018, 2019.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and once more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Ain't no be women in now.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation,
I've only ever seen like a handful of people, and that's usually guys in there too, and maybe a woman at the bar. I mean, bartender. But
be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road have to play this offense, man. They're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end.
So do I.
Quarterback making good decisions.
But it's easy
so
to recruit
tough
at
trying to
Clemson.
Stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And I know you
Oh, and I got I got to hit the quarterbacks hard in this quarter.
You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this
Leno, yeah. Wait, which one you said USC? Then Leno's done this.
The 100-yard barrier every
Because if I had a quarterback, I could have opened my offense up more against you, but I couldn't. Man, bro, be so inaccurate.
He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Really putting together right now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
first job for the
Close
QB
what?
a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it
Oh.
zone? Nice job. You could tell right away.
Oh, he was letting me and Uncle BJ and everybody that know y'all two know that y'all was playing for a shield.
And that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Got his man.
Well, I know he had mentioned it to us while we was playing, and then I saw that he had made a post, but I didn't know which one, so I assume it was y'all's championship.
Motion from the wide
Not championship, y'all's semifinal. Was it semifinal? Yeah.
goes to the option. They'll go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play
Who?
as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18.
Leno got on Jones.
Now from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Oh, because, yeah, that early in the day, he's still at work. Like, he's still working. He just ain't at the office at that point.
Far downfield, just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
I mean, you get 10 options.
And now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead. And they're
Yeah, I saw the one that might be in the portal. Cuz look trash. Number 2.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field.
Bro just want to make sure somebody got faith in him. That's what it sounds like.
Martin will throw it. Working on the right. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 30.
Ain't lie to you, boy.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. It's Manning. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Bro, why wouldn't he let me break on that?
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The computer just be doing some computer shit at some point.
Coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be
Yeah, I'm trying to finish. I ain't got but 2.5 more minutes left. I'm finna tote this pretty heavy.
They just keep firing. With the catch, it's McLaurin.
I gotta get at least one quarterback.
Just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback on the keeper.
So this nigga that's still forming my defensive end, a quarterback like that.
I just love it when my quarterback
Just short and right on off, right onto the ground.
He understands it's 4th and short. I gotta stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Martin back to pass. He tosses one high and deep.
And then drop the dime on the next play, and I was on it. I mean, I'm winning, but still, they ain't supposed to have the amount of points they got.
This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen.
Get it up, back, man. We giving up yards and points. I'm supposed to not have given up this many yards and points.
Getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress. Under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock.
Look at my ball. Oh, yards rushing.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game. Too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Let's go, let's go. Ready, go.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, set.
To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great game.
Bro, how you gonna not pick up that guy? You was running out there too.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw in the attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Martin will throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. Just
They do not want me to get an interception.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and it just
What y'all do?
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play.
Hmm.
Stops the drive.
What time you do?
seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious
Oh, God.
passing situation, trying to get this thing close.
I drunk me and might be having, especially on these beautiful days like today. Beat them 10,000 before 10 o'clock.
quarterback. Defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense comes
That's
out
bullshit.
in a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal
2.5? 2 points? Yeah.
Getting knocked back
think we are 2.5. I can't remember. Shit all run together.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough to move the change. It's first down at the
Ain't no reason to be mad about it. You still at a good spot.
It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a
Yeah.
huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub.
You think he was gonna do something out there?
You definitely